So the question often comes up, if you've been a motorcycle accident victim, you've heard stories about people that made mistakes that cost them thousands, tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars because they didn't know. And so we have that question come up fairly often with people contacting our office who've been in motorcycle accidents. And recently they posed that question to one of our attorneys, and what the attorney explained is there's plenty of common mistakes. One of them is just accepting what an insurance adjuster has to say about, the accident situation. Let's say someone was not wearing a helmet and they had some significant head injuries. Well, it's very common for an insurance adjuster to say, no helmet, no pay. Okay? And so hopefully, at least at that point, you will call us, if not before. But, and I remember one gentleman I was talking to, and I asked him about his accident, and he had a cowboy hat on. And I said, well, I was reading his medical records, and it said, he had a very significant head injury, probably one of the most significant I'd ever seen. But he was talking to me fairly normal and stuff. And so I said, is this you? And he goes, yeah. And he lifted up his cowboy hat, and it looked like he was missing about a fourth of his head. And I went, wow. And I guess that proves that your brain can take over other areas, because he was talking to me pretty normal. But anyway, he wasn't wearing a helmet, and needless to say. And but if the insurance company tries to, use things like that against you, call us. In fact, call us no matter what, and we'll tell you ahead of time how to avoid a lot of these mistakes. Another very common thing is they're always looking for ways, the insurance adjuster, to not pay. And so they'll say, hey, you want your bike fixed? And of course you want your bike fixed. They'll say, you got to give me a recorded statement. And in the recorded statement, you think they're taking that for their, kind of like educational benefit? No, they're looking for any way that they can blame you totally or partially for what happened. They'll ask you about speed, what you saw before, whatever, and you can just answer questions that you think are fairly innocent. Then they have their little accident reconstruction and say, oh, look at that. You see, he said he was going 53, not 52, or whatever. And they'll say, yeah, that's how he actually contributed to this accident, or he could have avoided it. That's one of their favorite ones. And so call us first. And for our clients, we don't ever have them talk to insurance adjusters and give recorded statements. We say, hey, you want some information? You give us the questions in writing. We'll give you the answers in writing. And that allows us to make sure that they're not trying to trip you up, and then those things don't happen to our clients. Other common mistakes are you suffer a concussion, you have the headaches, the memory fog, the short-term memory loss, things like that. And maybe it's diagnosed in the emergency room, and then nobody ever does anything about that or tries to help you afterwards. That's a huge mistake. It's a huge mistake physically. It's a huge mistake to your case. And so we're very sensitive to concussions and traumatic brain injuries. Again, just call us, and we can give you a lot of that information for free over the phone. One of our attorneys will analyze your case for free. And so if you want to avoid those mistakes, and they've done statistics and studies, and insurance companies have, that people that call a lawyer and just talk to him one time, they end up with a lot more money, even if they settle the case on their own. That's another reason to call us. So if you've been injured in a motorcycle accident, call us. The call is free, the information's free, and we'll do our very best to help you for free on that phone call, because we really do this and care about you.